Hi everybody, my name is Michael and this is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're finding something of value here. I truly do. So I thought that I would give you an update on the Mox News equipment fundraiser. I have purchased my first computer for this equipment update. I bought a quad-core machine, a Dell. It's from the recycling center. I guess it's a few years old. I bought 8 gigs of RAM, and I bought 4 2-terabyte hard drives, and got it put together, but it looks like the current video capture card that I am using, or that I have been using for the last 7 years, I have 3 of them, and they don't work with Windows 7. Go figure. So I am researching HD video capture cards. If anyone out there is familiar with this stuff and wants to give me some input on what a good HD video capture card is, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. So things are going pretty good. I got the one machine going. I'm gonna, as soon as I figure out which video card to get, capture card to get, I will be purchasing that ASAP. The big thing about the fundraiser was, I started it on my birthday on March 19th, and I was like, hey, we need to do an equipment update so we can do HD video, and I didn't get a really huge response that I thought that, it'd be like, Mox needs equipment, let's make sure Mox is set up, because my computers are dying. I lost one. The one that I'm currently working on is the C drive is making a sound to which when I hear it I have to check to see if there's a plane going by outside or if it's the computer. So it's not going to last much longer. But like I said, I have already got computer 1 replacement in the works. So it'd be really good to get computer 2 replacement in the works and computer 3 replacement in the works, and also computer 4 would be fantastic. One just to be able to do C-SPAN on 24 hours a day would be really, really good, because there's lots of times when it's taking up both of my machines, my current machines, and one of the machines can't capture and render video at the same time, which makes it almost useless to me. That's why a lot of the big C-SPAN videos too don't get uploaded until the next morning, because if I was to focus on rendering the big C-SPAN 3-hour video, that I wouldn't be able to do any other work. So I need a machine just for C-SPAN, because I could literally pretty much keep it going 24 hours a day. I really could. And a lot of people, commented that I don't need to be working in HD, which I appreciate, that you guys feel like the news doesn't need to be in HD to get the information that you need to glean from it, or to comment on, some jerk off that needs to be commented on. But it's not just that I want to do HD so that you guys can have a more clear picture. It's that a lot of times Mox News and C-SPAN junkie videos in the past have been used in YouTube documentaries, and they've been used on television, and if it's I've seen it on RT, and I've seen Mox News on RT a number of times. I've seen it on the Young Turks a number of times. It's been on Keith Olbermann's show when he was on MSNBC. And the higher quality video that I'm producing, you know, the more likely that it would be reproduced or reused on in someone's documentary or in someone or on someone's television show. And I think those are really probably pretty good reasons to be producing video in HD. Unless you guys think it's detrimental, because it sounded like some of you think that it might be detrimental to produce in HD, although I don't exactly understand that. Also, another reason that I want to get new computers is because I've just recently been granted the ability to broadcast live on C-SPAN, which I think means that I could take like the congressional hearings, you know, that are being broadcast on C-SPAN and actually broadcast them at the same time, simulcast them the same time they're coming on live on television on the YouTube, or debate, or an Obama speech, you know, which I think is kind of a neat idea. I think, I'm not positive, but I think it's kind of a neat idea. We'll have to see. I haven't exactly mastered that yet. I just got the ability to do that in the last week or so. Let's see, there's some other stuff I want to talk about. What was it? Oh, I think I would really appreciate it if there's someone out there, one of you artistic types, one of you beautiful artistic people that might want to make a Mox News graphic for the YouTube page. I'm not, I don't do graphics really. So if there's somebody out there who has, you know, a good idea for a banner for the Mox News YouTube page, please let me know. That would be super cool. What else did I want to say? Big thing, right. The last video, I said something big is about to happen. I think we all know something big is about to happen. I said that, and then, you know, 48 hours later we find out that, you know, there's been the biggest NSA leak of all time. We find out that absolutely everyone's phone calls, everyone's text messages are being collected by the government. You know, that seemed kind of big. You know, because I kind of got some crap for saying something big is going to happen. I didn't think that's what it was. I said it was going to affect us all. Which that kind of affects everybody on the planet, more or less. Interesting. Coincidence? I'm just playing, you know. But I really do think something really monumentally huge is going to happen before long. And I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, there's going to be lots of big things that happen. This legalization of marijuana in Washington and Colorado State, to me, is huge. I've been waiting my whole life. My entire life I've been waiting for the legalization of marijuana. And now it's about to happen. Supposedly. So, I think that's a huge thing that's about to happen. For all of you people who think that I'm trying to be Alex Jones and saying something big is about to happen. I'm not Alex Jones. I don't come out here and make these videos every day or every week. You know, I've published 50,000 videos on the YouTube. And like 12 of them have had my face on them. Okay? This isn't about me. I don't want to be Alex Jones. I don't want to be Sean Hannity. I don't want to be Keith Olbermann. I don't want to be Rachel Maddow. Okay? I don't want to tell you what you're supposed to think, like these other people. This is me putting out videos and saying, hey, what do you guys think about this? Because I think it's kind of important, maybe. And I'd really like your input. This has always been about you. And I thank you so much for the response on the fundraising drive, because you know, it means so much more to me than just you guys kicking down a quick buck for Moxie, okay? It means you guys really, really do like me. You guys really, really do like the work that I do. You guys really, really do think there is something of value here. And that's not the kind of thing you can buy at the store, you know? That fills my heart. And I really, really, I can't thank you enough for that. So, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep doing it in HD. I quite possibly want to publish another 50,000 videos for you good people. And something big, really, really big is about to happen any time now. And it is happening. And there's nowhere else I would rather be than in a proper position to just feed you everything I can find that seems like it matters about what's going on in the world. So, if you guys think that that's a good plan and you want to keep me in place, I ask you for your help for an equipment fundraiser. A lot of people are saying that I should do a crowd fundraising page, or you know, like a Kickstarter page. I tried to do a Kickstarter. They were dicks. And then I found out that Kickstarter is actually Amazon when I was in the process of trying to get a Kickstarter going, and Amazon is working with the NSA and the CIA to collect information on every single American. They're helping the CIA and the NSA, so I'm not about to give them 9% of the money that you guys would donate to Mox News. I'm not about to do that. And then I've read a bunch of really not good things about other, you know, crowd fundraising or Kickstarter type websites, crowd fundraising websites. So if anybody has experience with one of those and can recommend one that they feel is really, really good, you know, they've actually done a fundraiser with one and it was successful and there was no problems, please hit me up and let me know, and we'll consider making that happen. But for now, I am still trying to get together more computers, and so I can do a better job for all of you out there. And thank you. I'm really glad to have this opportunity to work with you, to be part of whatever it is that we're doing here. Okay? And know that I will be ever vigilant. I am waiting, ever waiting for that thing that's about to happen. That's the fact, Jack. Please go to Mox News and make a donation if you want Mox News to stay strong and be here for years to come. And know that something big is about to happen. And I'm in position. And there's nowhere else I want to be. So, you guys mean the world to me. I need some art for the Mox News banner for the YouTube page. Maybe I'll rotate. If I get a few good ones, maybe I'll rotate, you know, one picture, you know, one banner one day, another banner another day. Thanks very much for everything, you guys. If there's any input you have, please don't hesitate to send me a message. And if there's any videos you see that need to get posted, please hit me a message right away so that I get on that as quickly as possible, because I want to work with you guys. I want to be a team. We are a team. So you know. Couldn't do it without you. And it would be meaningless if I did do it without you. So you know. Stay cool. One of these days this war is going to end.
Compassion stirred the Buddha to send his monks out into the community. Sworn to chastity and poverty, they wandered the roads, bringing the Buddha's teachings into the world. Go forth, monks, for the happiness of the many, out of compassion for the world. There are beings whose eyes have little dust on them, who will perish if they do not hear the teaching. But if they hear the teaching, they will gain liberation.
The monks exist by begging. We think of begging as kind of a bad thing. Begging in this tradition is a good thing. It's a sign of spiritual purity.
You're not allowed to beg tomorrow's lunch today. Only today's lunch. Then you can't eat from noon until dawn the next day. Then you have to go out and get another lunch. And then in exchange for lunch, you give a lecture. Unless they say we don't want to hear about it, then you don't. But that's the only thing but that forces you to interact with the lay community.
And if you're not serving them, if you're not doing something useful for them, they won't put anything in your bowl, and that will be the end of your community.